How we doing, guys? Time to crack. Oi. That was not as fun as it looked. There we go. Open a full case of Hobby. What's up, Chris? Full case of Hobby this morning. It should be interesting. All right. I don't think we're going to wait. I think we're just going to... Oh, let me make sure that this camera is not on autofocus. Good. It is not on autofocus. Three more breaks today. 2 Facebook group, 1 eBay. This one now, breaking finest at 6. Second half of the hobby case. What's up, Roy? That's actually was at 3 p.m. Eastern. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm with you. What's up, Ken? I'm sorry. The good thing for you, Rory, is I still have like 20 cases sitting behind me, so I'm pretty sure you're going to be all right. I'm pretty sure you will have many chances to get the Phillies. What's up, Cable Guy? I have no doubt you'll have the Phillies many more times. But it's more fun to do it this way. I mean, you got to admit it's more fun to do it this way. We're going to try it and see what happens. I am going to, you know what, do I want to do this? I'm just going to go through. We're just going to go. Tim Anderson will stop at anything that is any kind of a hit, and we'll look at it. We'll admire it. Someone may have an opinion on it. Atlanta Braves, black. Oh, there's an opinion. My son. I'm like, hey, you gotta get stuff down to the post office, boy. He's like, oh, you work today. What do you mean, oh? Kids. I just gave that kid a big fat bonus too. Because this is so much work. Well, not a big fat, a bonus. Most people would be okay with it. A lot of players standing on their head to be in this break today. This is Detroit Tigers vintage stock. Is it vintage stock? I always forget what that's called. Old logo. Out of 99. 79 out of 99. Yeah, it's no fun. That's no fun. I had a guy on eBay ask me last night if I would point out every single insert in the entire break. And for a split second, one part of me said, "What? I'm not going to tell you every single hit in this entire thing. I'm not." And then I thought, well, let's just do it. And then we did. So every single hit. We had no autos come out of that first half of the hobby case last night. So I'm expecting some tonight, I hope. But we did open an extra box of jumbo with it, so we did have an auto. Good mail today. Oh, nice. I haven't made it to those. I've got 5 cases of those sitting behind me and 4 cases of Big League. I've got to get those. I got to get those going. It's just, I got so much product sitting back there now. It's hard to get to everything. We had a new one come in that was a Prism, limited run thing that we're going to mix with the other Prism, and I just haven't had a chance to. And I'm not going to, with taking Saturday off, I'm just not going to get a chance to this week, unfortunately. Jordan. But it is what it is. I would flip this back and forth, guys, but if I flip this back and forth, we're going to literally we'll probably be here for 3 hours, and I don't think anybody wants to. I don't even want to hang out with myself for 3 hours. Out of 69, Kyle Seager, Seattle Mariners. Good mail day today. Oh, okay, that's you, Chris. You ever get the extra case and boxes? No, and I called that. I've called and messaged that guy twice now. 1 out of 69, and said, "Hey, I need you to call me and let's get this figured out." If he doesn't call me back pretty soon, I'll just ship him back. Keeping product I didn't pay for is not good. A, there would not be any good hits out of any of that product. It would all suck. B, you just don't do that kind of stuff. I actually called him yesterday and I left him a message. I sent him messages through, so I'm hoping through the DealerNet. So I'm hoping he'll check his messages. What am I hoping for out of this case? Well, I know you guys are all hoping for whatever you have, and I'm with you. I'm hoping that we get a clear this time. We got an SSP in the half case last night, which was Ken Griffey Jr. We got the Ken Griffey Jr. SSP, which was nice. I'm hoping that we finally stick the landing on the Disco McCutcheon, you know. I hope we finally land Disco McCutcheon. We've been chasing him now for a few days. You know, you think about it, really, this product just came out 6 days ago. So we haven't been chasing too hard, Arenado. But, you know, now that we figured it out, we have taken another name off the list for being able to get the White Sox again. So everyone who hasn't had the White Sox yet just moved up the list a little bit. Excuse me. So that's nice. It was the most claimed team, Wilson Ramos. And the Phillies, of course, were not too far behind. Mikey Stripsky. Let's hope the SPs aren't turned the wrong way. Make sure you guys are watching for SPs in case they're turned the wrong way. I feel like we should have already hit one. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh? I'm sorry if this has been asked. I'm guessing you will do. Oh yeah, we have more hobby. Yeah, so we'll do more. Yeah, I've got, I don't know how many cases back there. 4 or 5 more anyway. So we'll go through another 1.5. I've got the half already, and then 1 more for eBay. I need a list. I need a list for next week. Got to get my jumbos up. Matter of fact, I got to take care of that. Let me write myself a note so I can get my son on that. I need to list eBay. All right. Dumb phone anyway. I just think getting a clear would be cool. We're about due. We're in the right number of boxes to packs to that we should see a clear pretty soon based on the percentages. Lou Brock. I think this might be the first Lou Brock. Some kind of 1-of-1 Tatis. You know what? I'm with you. It's a 15. So Lou Brock was turned the wrong way. Thank goodness. So that's good. And it is a Lou Brock for the Cardinals, and it is a 15. Just a 1-of-1 Tatis of some kind. Lou Bob, number 1. I would expect out of a case, a hobby case, 10-ish. I would think. We'll find out. I think we got 10 in the last one. 10 or 11. We might got 11. Might got 11. Ah, dang it. I was just going to ask, is it going to be an autograph or a relic? Hey, Mike Trout, though. I guess if you have to have a relic, might as well be Mike Trout. Mikey the Trout. Mike the Fish. I wonder if he's a river trout or a lake trout. Well, some in the past have not been backwards, and of course, when they're not backwards, you know, I miss them. I'll be right back. Let's hope we have all of our silver packs. That would be awesome. Last case, we were missing 2. Though the first break last night, they were all there. So that's good. And I'm guessing tonight we're probably going to open another box of jumbo with the hobby. So we'll cover. Soler, Tony Gwynn. Randy Arozarena. Randy Arozarena is the Rowdy Tellez of this product. Is he a good player? I don't even know if he's a good player. Springfield. Oh, he was a former Cardinal, huh? I should have known that. You know, I say I should know that stuff, but really, to be honest with you guys, I mean, it's, you know, I wake up in the morning and I'm answering emails, you know, making calls to people about product and figuring stuff out and answering messages from a lot of people in the group and eBay, and then I, you know, barely have time to get all that done before we're breaking. So I'm going to try to stop beating myself up from not knowing everything. That's why I have you guys. You guys know everything. Rod Carew is sad. That's why he is blue. Phil Necro. You surround yourself. A good manager, Jacob Stallings, is smart enough and confident enough in his ability to surround himself with the best people possible and not feel threatened. While that doesn't really apply to us, it does for the most part, you know. I surround myself with smart people who know a lot about baseball. So the pressure is not on me to know it all. You know what I'm saying? New York Giants team of the decade. Jonathan Hernandez. Brian Reynolds, gold. Brian Reynolds is gold. Fernando, is it 1 of 1? Darn it. Too bad. I'd have been off the hook. Maybe I should write 1 of 1 on there. Will that take me off the hook? Warriors of the Diamond. Bob Gibson had 11.2 WAR 1 year. My goodness. 11.2. That's monstrous. Nolan Arenado. And it's amazing how much different 2 cases a day is than 3 cases a day, or 2 breaks versus 3 breaks, or you know what I'm saying? How much of a shift. But we're adjusting. I only want to get to, I'm not interested in being bigger than, you know, somewhere in the 4 case a day range. I think that's manageable for us, and I'm not interested in you know, being bigger than that, I guess, is what I'm saying. Nolan Ryan War. You know? To me, if we're cracking 4 cases a day, 3 here, and, you know, 1 on eBay, or 2 and 2, or whatever, Lee Castro, Hernandez, out of 2020, then that's a good rhythm, that's a good pace. And I can almost, Gavin Lux, almost have a life. Almost. And then what will happen is that once we get our rhythm, once we get where we want to be, then someone's going to say, hey, let's open a shop. I'm going to be like, You really need to, or an opportunity will present itself to buy a shop with all of its allocation attached to it. And then that's a different conversation. That could happen. That could happen. Justin Verlander, player of the decade, Mike Trout. And then we would open a shop. I don't know. We might move first, then open a shop, but we'll see. Jeff Bagwell. Jeff Bagwell. He is a 15. A lot to think about. Robinson Cano. Red auto. Uh-oh. Red auto of... Oh, look at that. For the Cubs, Mark Grace. Wow, that's a nice one. That's the thing about hobby, is that usually when you hit something, you get something a little bit better. 5 out of 25, so it's a better color. We've had cases where there have been 3 autos and all 3 were red. Mark Grace, who has the Cubs? I don't even know who has the Cubs. Tony does. I've been hitting Tony pretty hard lately. Oh, is my camera low? Low cam. Let's bring it up. There, that looks better. So that's pretty. First auto is a red auto. Our first child be a masculine child, to quote Luca Brasi. You know, we got when we went down to Texas for the RIP party, we also went down and we looked at the Canton Flea Market. Well, they have an area where they have dog breeders, and we wound up bringing home 2 corgis from 2 different people. Well, the one we got Twitchy from was clearly a puppy mill. I mean, the woman, you could see that he had the twitch, and then all of a sudden he got a little bit of a hack, and the woman didn't even want any money for him. She just wanted us to take him. And so we took him, and we immediately got him to a vet down there in Texas and got some medications and things. And then we got him up here. We got him to a vet, and they thought he was going to die, and he didn't die. And he's a tough little sucker. And now he's, I don't know, what is 7 months old or something. He thinks a German Shepherd is his girlfriend, and I don't think she agrees. But it doesn't matter because she's been fixed already. So, and then, but he is, I say Luca Brasi because I really do think he is the Luca Brasi of dogs. He is, poor little thing is just dumb as a rock. Loyal to a fault, though. Loyal to a fault. He sleeps with us last night, and in the middle I wake up and I got one of them laying on my legs, and I got Twitchy laying on my back. His brother, he's not his brother, but but Floppy is just straight trouble. Texas Rangers Gold. He is one of those dogs, and you guys know which ones I'm talking about. He will do something that he's not supposed to do, but at the same time, he is the sweetest dog in the world. He'll come in from outside. First thing he does is come and jump in my lap. He wants to be petted. He pushes himself up underneath my arm, you know, and then he'll go run through the house and knock things over and break them. Warriors of the Diamond. He's one of those dogs where you want to be mad, but then they're so sweet after they've done something that, you know, you're like, ah, crap. All right. Oh, look at that. Barucky Pink. 33 out of 50. Barucky Pink. Man, look, he's been in the minors for a long time. Mike Trout, Player of the Decade. Player of the Decade. So what do you guys got going on? Do anyone have anything fun going on? Any fun stories? Uh-oh, did we finally get there? Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant. We're in the right league. Chris Bryant out of 15. Everybody working? Is that the problem? Everybody's all quiet. I don't like a quiet feed. Quiet feed is boring. Somebody else has to have something going on other than my nonsense. Ryan McMaster. Cubs hit something out strong today. Yeah, they did. Watching. Okay, watching working. Ryan wins today's award. Ooh, Tatis again. Can I put 1-on-1 on that? Ryan McMaster wins the I Came Late to the Party award for picking the White Sox way after the break was already done and everything. What are they calling in for? Like calling in sick or calling you? Like customer service kind of things. Albert. So Ryan shows up way late and then says, ask if the, then claims the White Sox. So that's good. I mean, he was only like the 30th person to want the White Sox in the break. But that's okay. It's the effort that counts. It's the effort that counts. And so, good for you for trying. Everyone should really, all the new people, I don't know how you make it. Oh, okay, reschedule the flight. Well, you know what? I could use some extra. If you got some extra stuff there, Rebel, I'll I could use another washing machine downstairs. We have a washer dryer up and a washer dryer down. So I could use another washing machine down. So if one falls off the back of the truck, let me know. Randy Johnson Black. Did we hit an auto or anything in this yet? I don't think so. Out of 299. Steven Duggar. We hired a guy a couple weeks ago now to do some work in the house. I haven't heard from him. I should probably call him, get an update, see how far out we are. There's still some things we have to figure out. I need a range hood for the kitchen. My wife finally decided on the tile, and now we need tile for the bathroom. I think that's the only other thing maybe a range hood and tile might be the only things I need. Or we need to finish the... We're having 2 bathrooms done, and... Well, really only 1 bathroom done. The other one we're just redoing the grout and all the caulking. And then in my daughter's bathroom, and then the other bathroom we're completely redoing. I could, but I'm lazy. I'll be honest with you, I'm lazy. 4th of July, really? I'll check it out. I like a good 4th of July sale. We build a lot of stuff for the house. A lot of the things we need, we just build it. We've got a fully stocked woodworking shop out in the garage that I used to use a lot. I didn't get a chance to anymore. Ravello, I'm gonna put him in sleeve. And then I do spend a lot of time out in the garden too. Like I said, this year we ran drip irrigation everywhere, which was a good idea, and it's working out well. But I got no time to lay tile. And then they're the bigger ones too, which is easier. They're like 12 by 24, I think. It's hard to know. Hold on one sec, guys. All right. I'm waiting on a couple of calls back, emails back about some product. You know what's coming in tomorrow? I have to call him and talk to him about this. I've got Leaf. What Leaf came out Wednesday? And I'm not getting mine until tomorrow. I don't understand that. So I'm going to have to call and find out why the product released on Wednesday and I don't have it until Friday. Not that it hurts anything, because we weren't going to get to it on Wednesday anyway. But it's just that I like to have my stuff. Yeah, that's it. Valiant. I like Valiant. Valiant last year was a good product for us. See, Gary, that's why I'm going to bring in someone else to do it. I'm half considering. I don't think there is. I guess it's green now, huh? It used to be blue board in the bathroom. So I don't know. We'll see. We might have to take out all the. Well, we're half considering taking it all out. Who knows? All I know for sure is July is a quiet month for product. I think there is a Panini next week. No. Is it next week, Panini? Or the week after? Archive Retired is coming up. Right? And then Panini Contenders. Some Panini product is coming up as well. And then... I think there are 2 Panini products this month. And then what else is coming out at the end of the month? Museum collections coming out at the end of the month. Rich Hill. Oh, look at that one's like way miscut. You don't even have a number on there. But it's not miscut. That's weird. So it's printed on the back wrong. Rich Hill error. Rich Hill error. Sell it on eBay. Evidently, with one distributor, I forgot to order Valiant altogether, which seems like a very difficult thing to have happened, considering that I literally order everything. But it is what it is. And I do mean literally, I order all baseball products. I even told them I would take Transcendent if they needed me to take it, and figure out a way to make it work. They didn't need me to, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Brendan Rogers. Well, we did hit Jason a red Mark Grace auto. That was nice. It's been the only auto we have hit so far. We still have not hit Disco McCutcheon, but we're trying very hard to hit Disco McCutcheon. No SSP yet, but it might get there. If I hit my Willie Mays SSP, then I'm done. Then I can be done, you know. Well, I was offered some Transcendent. Now look at that. Robles. This has got to be numbered. Out of 99. Washington Nationals. I was offered some last year at a discount price for after the event. It wasn't a bad price, but just more difficult. In order for you to do Transcendent the right way, it's really got to be, and fair, it's got to be like 450th spot, which I still think is just, a little beyond. Something like 48 spots or something at 450 per. It might be just a little bit beyond us still. But not in the not too distant future, it won't be. In the not too distant future, it will not be. Because I've seen it down like at 150th spot and things like that, but it's all goofy configurations, and I'm not gonna play with you're gonna get one card out of the set. You know what I'm saying? That's crap. Randy Johnson. If we get to that point, it would be somebody getting the whole set. Cano. That kind of thing. Clayton Kershaw. Mike Leake. He's a former Giant. Leake's a pretty good pitcher. He doesn't get the credit he deserves for being the decent pitcher that he is. He's not an elite, pitcher, but he's a good second tier guy. Bo Bichette. And good second tier guys are tough to find as well. And then we get into August, and August is Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome. Will we be Topps Chroming? Yes, we'll be Topps Chroming. I fear, like Bowman, well, that was not good, that it's going to be higher than it actually should be. Randy Dobnak, 2020. But then the price will again settle. When's Chris, when's Archive retired? Is that the 8th? Archive retired? What is the date? A week from, yeah, yesterday, the 8th? I think Archive retired in Donruss. Max Kepler. Not Optic. What's the other one? Yeah, I can't think of it. So no. Panini something. It has old school guys in it too. I need to move these real quick. I'll be right back. Yes, there you go. Absolute. Absolute is Friday, huh? Well, that's good. That makes it easier. One more stack. Oh, man. Yeah, we definitely gotta reconfigure this space. One step at a time. Clemente. 2 years in, I didn't expect we'd be this big. So we gotta, you know, we're having growing pains. It's a good problem to have. Franklin Barreto. Franklin Barreto. The cost of bags has gone up. Oh my Lord, shipping bags. That's not what I'm saying, Brett. But thank you. You know what I'm saying. Giancarlo Stanton. I would not put myself in awesome category. I think there should be a lot actually doubled in price, which is a pain in the butt. I don't know, it's a good question, Garrett. I just restocked on bags and literally paid twice what I paid the last time I ordered them. So it's things are going to have to, unless prices go back down, things are going to have to change there. Things are going to have to change there. So if you bought into yesterday's, hey, look at that. If you bought into yesterday's break, they shipped last night. Because it's weekend rollover now. No. The bag in the bag thing, I mean, you know, it's a nice thought. But the bag in the bag thing is, you know, double bagging is, it's just, you know. There, again, I will say, and I don't know how to say this other than the way that I am built, there are certain things that I cannot get away from. And we try every once in a while to do different things. Michael Conforto is our 81 out of 199, and try some different configurations with the shipping, and you know, and there's just certain things that I don't want to get away from consistently, and that's the bag in a bag, or if we're doing a box, put the box in a bag, you know, that kind of thing. The double bagging thing, even when it's a small amount of cards that we're shipping, is something that I just want to make sure that we keep doing. The extra protection, and now there's another. It is OCD. It is OCD. I have OCD about other things too, but it's okay. I forgive myself. But we're looking at a couple of other avenues to try to help with it, costs and things overall, without giving up security, the security of shipping, which is the big deal for me. I mean, it's inevitable that you're going to have there are going to be times when things are going to show up damaged. 95% of the time that is out of my control, because when it leaves my hands, I mean, if they drop things all over the place at UPS, you know, and if, like, in one case they run over the bag, things are going to come out damaged. But what I try to do is minimize that. You know, that's what I want to do. If that happens, that hopefully your cards have a shot. And so we keep tweaking things a little bit. And I've got something else we're about to try that I think will work. Mike Trout. With shipping. That's just going to be it's going to be more work on the back end to do it initially. But once we catch our rhythm, we'll be good. It's all rhythm. We can, when I say that we could take this break here. If my son were here right now, he would literally have it done and have it sorted. He would sort along with me as we're going along. He would be done sorting when I'm done with the break. Bagging takes about a half an hour, bag and tag, and then you know, an hour or so to ship. We can literally be done with the break 2 hours after it's done. When we have 3 people, we can do that for sure. Today won't be able to because my wife had to go. She was off the last 2 days. But we're in rollover anyway. So we've got a good rhythm. It would take a pretty big break. Something like we're doing Finest at 6. And Finest will take half the time. Because it's just not as many cards. He'll literally be waiting for me. You know, you guys can't see it, but he'll come by and he'll grab the stacks. And that'll be done right after. And that's pretty consistent, you know. Kansas City Royals. And it's blue. That's nice. But it's all the little things that go along with it are the things that we're looking to tweak. Or that we continue to tweak. Hernandez, black. 50 out of 69 for the Blue Jays. And we'll get there. And we'll get there. I mean, I think we do a pretty good job now. I'm happy with it. I could use one more body full time. I don't know that I can afford one more body full time, but I also don't know that I can't afford one more body full time. So we'll see. And my wife is not really keen on having people at the house. So who knows? Give me 1 sec, guys. I need 2 minutes. I got to go sign for a package upstairs. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. My scales went down. I have a postal scale, an actual scale I bought from the post office, and it crapped out. And so I bought this other one that the reviews were all good on, and it lasted about 2 weeks. It lasted about a month, and then it died. And so I found another one that everyone swears is good, so I just bought 2 of them. I thought I had to sign for it. I did not, but I got 2 of those. We'll see if those survive. So when I was shipping this weekend, not only was I out of postal scales, Brian O'Grady, but I ran out of the, I use a Rollo printer, so it's a thermal printer, and I bought labels that said they were compatible with it, and they did not work at all. And so I was 2/3 of the way in and out of labels, I thought. And so I was like, well, so I was having to run one through and then actually help it by pulling it through to print, and it was just a pain in the butt. And then suddenly I found, sitting on my desk, I don't know why I didn't remember it was sitting on my desk, Eric Hosmer, another roll of thermal printer labels. Andrew McCutcheon, not the right McCutcheon, I don't think. So, and then I just ordered another couple thousand. It takes a lot of money to make things work the way it's supposed to, you know, or go smoothly. And it's amazing how you can get thrown off a lot when you think, because back in the day when we started, man, we were printing all the labels through the printer, and then we'd cut them up by hand, and we would tape them on. And then when I discovered the Rollo printer, that was a game changer. But then you mess up and, oops, you mess up and run out of, daggone these things. You mess up and run out of printer tape, then you're in trouble again. Reese Hoskins. Major League material. So it's all an intricate little dance that you have to do. It's all an intricate little dance. So now I'm starting to buy everything in twos. All right, is it Disco McCutcheon? Ah, Garrett Cole. You're killing me, Garrett Cole. Primary and a backup for everything. I have a backup for the computer. I have this very stout machine that we use to do the breaks with. Unfortunately, I can't control the internet and the other OBS sometimes. They're acting goofy. Then we built a secondary computer that's just about as stout. So if in case something happens with this one, we have an immediate backup. I now have 2 postal scales. Boba. And I keep way ahead on stuff from USPS. I load up. I don't want to run out of bags and boxes from them. So far, only 1 autograph. That's not where I would like to be at this point. No autograph out of the silver. Garrett Cole is an SP. Johnny Bench. Go. Hey, boy. The twins took them upstairs, didn't they? There's 2 here. Take this too. I need you to take this. This needs to ship back. That scale that broke. So here's the thing I printed out. You get your scale. You just got to take it down to the UPS store. Which one? Any one. Apparently they'll bag it up and do everything. Josh James. So any live baseball on today? I clicked last night on what I thought was, this morning, what I thought was, it was like 4 in the morning, Korean baseball. That turned out to be rugby. I don't know how I could make that mistake, but I did clearly. I actually enjoyed watching it for a little while. Those are tough dudes. Tough dudes. Tougher than me. I'd be like, hey, man, you don't need to tackle me. Let's just play tag rugby. Let's just play tag rugby. Somehow I don't think that's going to work, but, you know. Rendon the Eck. We went to Disney World last. My wife and I were talking about it, and when we got there, she was all like charged up, ready to go diving in Cespedes Gold, you know, on all the roller coasters. And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm gonna take it a little slower than you because I want to make sure that my back will survive everything, you know, because that's pretty jarring. I'm not getting any younger, and so she's jumping on everything, and then she comes back and she's half, you know, little ginger, and I'm like, what happened? She said, I'm too old to be hitting all those roller coasters like that. I'm like, you know, got to take it slow. Last time we were here, we could ride everything without pain. I'm like, yeah, but that was 2008. That was 12 years ago. Chipper. Daggone it. I need autographs. I like getting autographs out of those silver packs, or at least some color, you know? One or the t'other. Real quick, I'm gonna tag the. I need to tag everybody for the 6 o'clock break. So give me 2 seconds. Let me do that real quick. Got a lot of people with M. Minor Curtis. All right, sorry about that. We're back in the saddle again. They need to have some live look-ins, you know, for the baseball. For the baseball, the training facilities, whatever they're doing. But I haven't had it on MLB Network anytime lately either. Mike Trout. Everyone's quiet. Everyone's working. Middle of the day work break. It's our work break. That guy again with this thing. Miguel Cabrera. No auto in this box. Oh, not until tomorrow. Well, darn it. I thought for sure somebody would be out there doing something. Warriors of the Diamond DeGrom. Okay, did we get there? Frank Robinson. Are we sure that other one's an SP? That is a 15? Because we're hitting everything else around it. We just cannot hit that one for some reason. I imagine there are other SPs that we haven't hit yet. But where did those cases go that we aren't seeing them? Doggone it. We need Disco McCutcheon. Decade's best, Mike Schmidt. Chris Bryant. We'll take some deep color, though. Yeah, we don't have cable anymore, but we have. I bought it through YouTube. We have YouTube TV, and it's not bad. It's not bad. We have the MLB Network through the computer as well, so we can. I mean the MLB package, so we can watch all the games on the computer. I was thinking maybe I needed a bigger TV to watch the games on, but I changed my mind. Trying to justify spending $1,000 or $1,500 on a 75-inch TV, and I can't do it. Out of $299, Darryl Strawberry. I want to do it, but the justification that needs work. And I've decided that I'm going to do my best not to buy things unless they are a need and not just a want. Mike Zunino out of 2020. That's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to do. Rod Carew. Replace things as they break, you know, that kind of thing. Yes, it does. Yes, it does help. Hey, go turn on that fan for me. I'm low. You guys gonna play a game? Huh? It'd be nice if you didn't brawl up there while you're playing the game. It's funny how I've heard that before. All right, where's our clear? We want to clear. I don't care who it is. We just want to see one. Michael Kopech. Vintage stock. Michael Kopech, old school logo. Out of 99. What number out of 99? 18 out of 99. And everyone knows that 1899 is a historic date, right? Because it's the last time. Anyone want to finish that? Anyone want to finish that? Cubs Giants, game 4. Cody Bellinger. Shohei. I'd like to see him have a full year. Time to stack so I can move things over. No one's playing along today, huh? Fine. Don't play along. See if I care. Oh, Butterman is. Thank you, Butterman. Thank you for playing along. Joey Votto. Kettle marked. I'm glad someone plays along with my silliness. And then right on cue. How are you, Mandy? Right after we make fun of the Dodgers, Mandy shows up. So by proxy, Marie is here because Mandy is here. We just determined that the last year the Dodgers won the World Series was 1899. All right, you can go up. You guys can move over. Hey, look at that. Out of 76, the Arizona Diamondbacks. 36 out of 76. What's up, Dallas? $30. Pick a stack, Dune. What's the matter with you? Pick a stack. I can't decide which one to grab. Disco McCutcheon's coming out. Me too. I am ready to 4th of July it up too. We haven't put out any of our normal 4th of July decorations in the yard. I gotta mention that to Annette so we can get those out. I posted that remake of the Proud to Be American song. That's a pretty good remake. If you didn't watch that, that's pretty good. I like that one. And they put military people in the song, which is pretty cool. And since I am very proudly an American, I don't mind sharing that. It's not late to put out 4th of July decorations. Why is it late? It's not late putting them out on the 4th. You're right on time. You're only late if you put them out on the 5th. But when Saturday rolls around, people drive by our house, they will see that it is decorated. Is that a rule where you guys live? If it's not up 2 weeks beforehand, that you can't do it? If that's the case, there's one strike against moving to Florida. Ah, Carlos. Jose. I think this is our first Jose Altuve, though. I have no idea why I called him Carlos, but that's okay. I think I was thinking Carlos Correa. Did she? You know, all the photos that they have, I wish they had the updated ones. They still have the old brown house, you know. When we bought the house, it was brown, chocolate brown. And we put up, it's now green. So you see all the old photos, and we tore most of the yard, because I was looking at that the other day. And it's all old photos, dang it. It's too bad. Should see it now with my giant hydrangeas everywhere. Got it. Chris Sale. A cyber stalker. I'm being cyber stalked by Mandy. It's green now. It's green now. Next door neighbors are selling their house. Has a pool. And it doesn't have the fence. We have a fence around the backyard now. It doesn't show that. Lou Bob. But we just picked off one. I told my wife we're just going to pick off one section. What's up, Mark? We're just picking off one section of the yard. So the hosta side's already pretty close to done. Though I think I'm going to change it next year. So we ran irrigation for that. That looks good. I really need to lay down mulch there, but I don't want to yet because I want to change the hostas. I might do it in the fall. And then we did the part, if you're looking at the house to the right of the front door, got that done, ran all the drip irrigation, mulched it all really well, so that's done. And then if you're facing to the left of the door, that's where I have two big oak leaf hydrangeas, Annabelle, and they're closing in on 8 feet tall. They're just beautiful this year. Instead of what we normally do with fertilizer, I fertilize the crap out of them. Frank Thomas, blue. There's no number on it though. And they responded. Oh my Lord. They are so fragrant. And so that was good. Today's not a good day. What's going on today? Did Mickey and Donald get in a fight again? Those two, they can never get along. Roll reversal. Oh, look, there's something we're going to have to roll off. Ah, not breathing well. I'm sorry. That must suck. All right, before we move on, we're going to roll this sucker off. If it's odd, it's going to go left, and that is the Yankees. Even is right, and that's the Indians. So it's a 1, so it's Yankees. So we're just going to get this out of the way now. Except someone doesn't have a Sharpie. Sharpie. Wherever I go, my old cat goes. And so he is laying on the couch next to me. When I go to bed at night, he's in bed. What's up, Mike? It's kind of funny. At 5 o'clock, I'm going to go. I will put up the final reminder for the 6 o'clock break. Anyone's buying that 6 o'clock break, we're going to. I think I'm going to start it at 6:30, so I'm done in plenty of time for eBay to start ending at 8. And then we need to figure out Gio Urshela. The breaks tomorrow, 2 out of 2020. Got to figure out the breaks tomorrow. I'd like to do the Leaf, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do... I'm glad. You got them? Everything good? No issues? Acuna. It'll be nice when the mail is back to their normal rhythm, too. Everything's just a little off right now. Soler. Our rhythm is still not bad. In the bigger world, and I think this bodes well for the hobby, I say, thank you, Mike. I see that the economy is, the jobless claims are down. Or the number of people that are going back to work is up. Buy, sell, trade, really? Let me look. Buy, sell, trade, huh? Not the buy, sell, trade. This is the buy, sell, trade. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Mike put up that one he got from the Rip Party. How awesome is that one? All right, I will spend too much time. I'll look at that later. That thing's got to be worth that 1-of-1 autograph, you know, one from the Rip Party. You know, I would think that's easily a 4-figure card. Max Scherzer. I don't think it's $3,000, but I think it's, you know, $1,200. Maybe on a good day, $1,500. Pretty good for free. Those five that we gave away that were numbered to 100 each from Pete were selling last I saw 300. We gave away a lot of stuff. I gotta hurry up. I'm trying to figure out how to get to them, Mark. I really am. I wanna get to them here soon. So I promise we will break some of those next week. I don't think we're going to get to it this week because we've only got today and tomorrow, and then Saturday we're not doing any breaks. We're going to have to figure out next Saturday, too, because there's an auction that I need to go to. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. Maybe I won't do eBay on Saturday, and we'll just do a couple of 3 late breaks in Facebook, because that might be an all-day thing. Adam Wainwright. Not all day, but, 3 or 4 o'clock. There's a low-mile Jeep CJ5 there. And some other stuff that I want to look at. There's a John boat, which is something that I want. I've been wanting, so we'll see. Willie Mays. So we'll see. See, I think CL's life's been pretty busy lately. I'm not sure he's going to have time to do that. Tom Glavine. Tom Glavine is a 15. Tom Glavine, Atlanta Braves. And still, Disco McCutcheon eludes us. We've had 1 auto, but it was a red auto for the Cubs, so that was nice. Who's our auto of? Mark Grace. Mark Grace. And a second auto, Lane Thomas for the Cardinals. Lane Thomas. Well, this was a little unexpected. But Lane Thomas, I don't even know who that is. Does anyone know who Lane Thomas is? Our second auto is Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas. If you didn't see this one came out early. Where is it at? That one came out early. Mark Grace. 5 out of 25. That was nice. Marcus Simeon. Kendrick. Hey, look at that. Glenn Sparkman is a camo for the Kansas City Royals. So this one's out of 25. Nice to get a camo in here. 17 out of 25. 1725. A historic date, I'm sure. Is it 3? I think it's more than 3. I know I pulled a Mark Grace red auto out of the silver packs. I remember that. We pulled 2 of those Mark Grace buyback autos. I pulled quite a few Mark Grace. No, I never said that. I said I'm sure it was historic. And I pulled more than 4. If I were a bet man, I'd say it's 6 or more. Hideki Matsui. Mark Grace is not common, but he's certainly not uncommon. Ken Griffey Jr. I wonder if I've pulled more Griffies or Cespedes Black or Mark Grace. I think we might have pulled more Griffies than Mark Grace. Cespedes. Or who else? Who else is in that same vein? 29 out of 69. Nolan Ryan. I think we probably... I pulled a Sandberg Gold right after we had started breaking. Someone didn't pay for the spot, the Cubs. And pulled a Sandberg Gold auto out of probably Top Series 1 or something from 2018. And just threw that up on eBay. And that sucker ended up going for like $250. It's crazy. That was my first indication that we should keep the teams. All right, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Serious question. This is a serious question, and I genuinely mean this. I know this is not going to sound like it is, but it really, that's why I'm prefacing this by saying this is a genuine question. I had someone yesterday on eBay. They won a team and then immediately wanted to cancel, right? Won the team and then immediately wanted to cancel. And I sent him a message and I'm like, no question, no explanation, no nothing. You just want to cancel, you know? I said, without an explanation of what's going on, I'm not going to cancel. And so I declined the cancellation. And so then about a half an hour later, he sends me a message. He said, oh, hey, sorry about that. My kid bid on auctions, on eBay auctions. And I didn't know it. Is that a real thing? It took me, took me aback because I was like, your kid bid on auction? So has anybody ever had that issue? That's a real question. Of their kids bidding, and because it seems like a strange thing to me that would happen. But am I just... does that happen? It's not the same thing though, because you're bidding on an auction. That's the difference. I get it if it's a buy it now. Maybe your kid hit something on the buy it now. But in order for you to bid on an auction, they have to go to the auction. They have to type in numbers, right? Then they have to hit bid. I mean, this isn't a buy it now situation. So that's why it seems like such an improbable thing to happen. And that one really looks sharp. Right? Am I just thinking this wrong? And it wasn't a crazy number. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and look, and it wasn't a crazy number that was bid. I don't know. You think that's what it is, Kenny? What's up, Kenny? But I mean, he ultimately ended up paying for it. But here's another lesson for that kind of a thing. If he had sent me one ahead of time and said, "Hey, really sorry about that. You know, this happened," I'd have been like, "I think you're." I'd have been privately saying, "I think you're making that up," but I'd have let him cancel it. Yeah. Your 7-month-old daughter, did she do it as a buy it now, Chris? And if she did, she's got good taste at 18 months old. Or did she bid on it? And here you guys thought she was saying trout, you know, like she wanted to eat some. No, she didn't want to eat some. She wanted to bid on some. I don't know. I guess I just feel like that's a very, I'm not going to say impossible, but improbable thing to have happen. And he said 6. He won 6 auctions. Well, you know, and still, but we're getting closer. Here's how we know we're getting closer. This is the first Elvis Andrus and the first Josie Altuve SPs we've pulled. So we're getting closer. I feel like we're getting closer. First Elvis Andrus, first Josie Altuve. So we're in the ballpark. We're in the ballpark. If your 18-month-old daughter found the trout, bid on it, and won it, you know, I mean, she's a keeper already, but she's a keeper. And I would be using her a lot. I'd be like, dear, you know, she's happy when she's buying baseball cards. Let's just let her be happy, okay? Can we just let her be happy? I mean, if you want to take away all of her pleasure, then you be the one to do it, because I just can't do it. That's the way I would use that. I just want her to be happy. And I might try to tear up a little bit. Well, I mean, that would probably be a little fake, you know. But you could say, you know, if it's only one daughter. I've only got one daughter, and I want her to be happy. So can we just knock off the pettiness and let her be happy? That might have worked for me 22 years ago. But not now. And I know my wife now well enough to know when there's something afoot that she wants to buy. Because I'm like, what? I made you breakfast. Uh-oh. You made me breakfast. What is it? What? I can't make you breakfast? No. What is it? Well, see, there's this plant. Just buy the dumb thing. Give me breakfast. That's the way our conversations go. Out of $2.99. Or she likes to use the financial troubles thing. You know, there's one of the ladies in one of my plant groups, and she's having some money problems and needs to sell some. Just buy the dumb things. Just buy them. Chicago. I think what did she say? She has 3. I better ask her again before I say. Some ridiculous number of different Hoya, I don't know, not species, but variations, or I don't know what the hell they're called. In baseball, it would be like having, you know, hitting a base card, then hitting like a you know, ooh, look at that. And then hitting a numbered card and hitting a, you know, and the pink princess something is the autograph. At least you guys don't collect the same team, Mandy. That would be a problem. That would be a problem. Jason Hayward for the Cubbies out of 2020. That's where the issue comes in. That one stuck like it was something. Reggie. Chris Davis. Lorenzo Kane. Vintage stock. It probably increased in value, right? Welcome to my world, Dallas. Welcome to my world. My wife has so many plants that when they come in, they have to go into quarantine first. And quarantine is upstairs. Before they can come downstairs. And someday you guys are going to get a tour of the plant room and the greenhouse that we have down here in the basement. We have not hit a clear yet, nor have we hit Disco McCutcheon. So we are waiting, Mike Trout. We did hit a Lubob SP, no Lubob SSP. Matter of fact, we have not hit an SSP yet. Dylan Bundy. Baria out of 2020. Then I have to listen to stories all night long about this plant and that plant and this other plant and how this happened and this variation of that thing and this has this color leaf and that color that. And but I can say with certainty that 90% of her best plants have become because of me. The one that she wanted the most early on, they had down at the Missouri Botanical Garden. And one day we were at the garden walking around, and I went to one of the ladies and I said, look, you know, is there any way I can we can just take a small cutting off this, you know, with the node? And the lady came over there and took off a nice big chunk and gave it to my wife. And that's her first one. And then when we were actually in Florida, one of the nurseries she buys from we went and did a tour. And then at the end, the guy was, he said, I know you guys came all the way to St. Louis to tour. And it is insane on that one little SP. And so then he offered her a couple of different same plant for cheaper, and she couldn't make up her mind, you know, and I said just buy them both. She has a plant bucket list. Hey, look at that, Jake from State Farm. Jake from State Farm. Yeah, the Detroit Tigers, and this is out of 199. Yeah, the Detroit Tigers to the Phillies. Was it the Tigers we added to the Phillies? Was it the Tigers we added to the Phillies? Hey, we did. And we got Jake from State Farm. That's the only Jake from State Farm is Jake Rogers. 109 out of 199. Well, I am the more aggressive of the two of us. So I picked off her plant bucket list. She's watching this thing. It was so funny, Dallas. She's watching this thing on eBay. And she's like, oh, 150. Oh, I really wanted 150. I can't buy. I can't justify. And I'm sitting there as she's telling me that she doesn't want it. I'm the one who's bidding on it. And she doesn't even realize that I'm bidding on it. And then it sold. I ended up buying $180-something. It was like $190 with shipping. And she's like, oh, $190 with shipping. I wish I would have, you know, I think that's a little too much. And I'm like, you mean it's not worth it? Well, it is, but... And I was like, well, it'll be here in a few days. And I said, if you don't want it, then it's my first, I don't even know what the hell it was. Something. So I helped her pick off some of her bucket list plants. I don't understand. But I don't need to understand. If she's happy, I'm happy. She doesn't understand a lot of stuff from me. I'm too old for 9 months later. Trust me, too old for 9 months later. It's more like 9 minutes later. But I'm too old for that, too. That's not true, but, you know. That's your problem 9 months later, not mine. I'm going to go out on the limb a little bit for my rules. And I'm just going to say this about being married for 25 plus years. Okay? At 25 plus years, let's see, is there a nice way to say this? There's a clean way to say this. So I'll say this clean. And if it's at some point, it becomes more work to get undressed and redressed than it does for everything in the middle. That's what I have to say. Oh, look at our first clear. Nice for the A's. That's what I'll say about that. I'm not saying that's the issue, the what goes on, but I certainly think about it sometimes. 6 out of 10. And we have 7 kids, so that's never been a problem. You're welcome. Tell her she's looking for Hoya. Our first clear is a nice one. Get it? Nice. Huh? Get it? It's a nice one for the A's. 6 out of 10. Who has the A's? Let's see who has the A's. Mike. I don't even know how to say Mike's last name. Carrero? So if you guys aren't there yet, some of you will start thinking in those kind of terms. Ugh. That's not the sound you make, but you know, yeah. Do I? This is our third Byron Buxton Gold Auto that we have pulled out of this product. Third Byron Buxton. This one has a little dot right there on the one. This is our third. You'll come in first, Huey. You'll get there. Our third Byron Buxton Gold. I wonder if any of them have been the same number. We should be checking. third Byron. We just hit one last night. As a matter of, was it last night that we hit the Buxton gold? And that was our only gold. I mean, our only auto was Buxton gold. Were any of you guys on the Facebook eBay break last night? On the eBay break last night? So we hit our first clear. I would say about our first clear that it is nice to hit one. That's what I'll say about our first clear. Because I think the one that we hit last year, the first one we hit last year was an ace player as well. I think last year it was Matt Chapman was the first one that we hit. So our first clear this year is also the Oakland Athletics. It was Buxton last night. I know we had one before that too, so this is our third Buxton gold. You know, it'd be nicer if it was somebody else gold, but I mean, Buxton's not bad. There's nothing wrong with Byron Buxton. He's a good player. It's a good auto. Any gold auto is a good auto. Any gold auto is a good auto. Even if it was Rowdy Tellez. You know. Mike Trout black. So this one's out of 299. So we figured out, thanks to the help of whoever that was the other day, it's this right here in the middle, the color. I don't know who that was. No, I didn't hit Robel Garcia first. I hate to tell you this, Mandy, but you're a liar. There, I've said it. There, I've said it. Did we hit Robel Garcia last year? I could have swore it was in Oakland A. Did you go back and just review video? Or did I hit it for you? I hit it for you? Okay. Then you know. If I hit it for you, then you would know. Well, we did hit a last year a Chapman though. I remember hitting a Chapman. So clearly now that Mandy feels it necessary to call me out publicly, shame me in front of all the people who are, what, thousands and thousands of people. But that's fine. Let's start warming up that last box mojo, guys. Last box mojo. Last box. Last box mojo. We need last box mojo. If we can't get 10 people to mojo this last box, there's something wrong. 10 people. There's one. 10 different people should be mojoing this every single time. There's 10 of you talking. All 10 of you should be mojoing this thing like mad. Even if you're not in the break. Then you're rooting for the Giants. Stellato, there's 2. Honus Wagner. There's 4. There's 6. Or is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. Come on, there's 3 more of you in there. Find yourselves. Find yourselves. Type 3 little letters. Pittsburgh Pirates blue. There's 8. There's 8. 2 more of you. Put down the coffee. LBM. Well, that was awkward, Mike, but we'll take it. Mike was number 9, and look, we got number 10. Thank you, Mark Garrison, for finishing that off. That was a little awkward, but, you know, so was my story, so it's okay. It's awkward day here at Restlesscraft Breakers. It's awkward public shaming, misremembering day here at Restlesscraft Breakers. Oh, you were in before that? So that's 9. So we do need one more. Who's our last one? Somebody just said, oh, geez, I got out of it. No, you didn't get out of it. Who's number 10? We need number 10. Who's our number 10 last box mojo? Dallas, that's the big 10-4. Look at that. We surpassed it. We surpassed the number of people. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Ken and Bryce. We have surpassed the number of people, the halfway point. 11 people, 21 my thing says watching, so. And that's and one extra from Dallas's wife. My wife is so into plants that her plant thing, whatever her name is the crazy plant lady. That's how much she's into it. Last box, Disco McCutcheon Mojo. And we got Jake from State Farm as an autograph. Look at Dubon. He's like, I'm ready, dude. Look at Sheldon. Ugh. Eloy, you are not the White Sox player that we were hoping for. Last box. It's time for Disco Trout. That's it. I mean, Disco Trout. Disco Trout would be more fun. I don't know if it'd be more fun than Disco McCutcheon, but it would be equally as fun as Disco McCutcheon. But we want Disco McCutcheon. And Kenny goes over the top with number 12. Kenny goes over the top. Yeah, see. Or she's the crazy plant lady. I don't know, something like that. All I know is I've gone on Tops.com to pay for stuff a couple times and actually paid with her her PayPal account, which, high five, you know, it didn't come out of the business one. Should come out. All my money's gone. It is? How did that happen? Because you paid for something on Tops. Oh, no, darn it. I'm sorry. And then I get the stare. Then I get the stare. You know what I'm talking about. Black. Texas Rangers out of 69. It would be super awesome to pull that Babe Ruth card. How much is it worth? $40 out of 69. My wife said she's going to start a new group that mixes both weapons and plants. I said that's an interesting idea. She really wants to be able to conceal and carry, so just so all of you know, in case I wind up dead, what happened. Mrs. Troll, can you tell us how you killed your husband? I thought it was a burglar. Well, he was walking out of the bathroom where there are no windows back to bed. Yes, but I didn't know that. It's probably why she's become interested in making sure she knows all the back-end facet stuff for all the back-end stuff for the business. Uh-oh, Disco McCutcheon. Do we have a shot at it? That is not Disco McCutcheon. Tom Seaver, 15. Tom Seaver, 15. No Disco McCutcheon yet. What's up, Scott? Good break. Fun break. Hold on one sec, guys. I got to put the final... I'm going to wait for a minute. Let's see. Where am I at? We got our first clear. Did I already do this stack? Still no Disco McCutcheon, but we did hit a Lou Bob SP. which was awesome. We hit a Jake from State Farm out of the silver pack as our auto and auto. We also hit a red auto. Now we are just trying to get, we hit a clear. It'd be nice to hit an SSP. So I would say pretty successful for hitting the markers, at least, of what I wanted to hit. Just need Disco McCutcheon. I don't think there's a Disco McCutcheon in Topps Finest, but you never know. So the Finest case break will go live 1 hour from now, and we will break it at 6:30. So we'll break it a half an hour after we sell it out. So hopefully it sells out quickly. I'd hate to think it would have to sit there. They are hard not to open. I had that problem last year too. For me, it made it harder because one of the first waves of 10 that I opened for myself, I got, so this is a blue version. I got, in the first box, there was a Joey Bart auto. And then in box 10, there was a Joey Bart auto. Willie McCovey. So that made it hard for me not to keep going. Chris Shaw back to back, huh? August 7th. Yeah, August 7th. August 7th. Ooh, you know what? Speaking of that, I put in a pretty substantial order of blasters, and the ones with the pinks. That is right. So that's a good thing. I think I ordered 10 cases of blasters and half a dozen, I think 4 or 5, maybe only 4. Dang it, should have ordered more of the value packs with the pinks. That's going to be a hot commodity too, so get ready for it. Topps Chrome retail, I think, is going to be a very hot commodity. So we will be doing some retail breaks. JD Davis gold. Still haven't had any substantial Lubob color yet. It's our 3rd SP. A 104 mega boxes. That is crazy. I suspect if we would have taken it very seriously this year, we would have had a lot, but I just don't have the time. Mike Trout. Are we going to get another SP? Are we going to get another? I don't think so, guys. I think we're all SP'd out. We are. Darn it. All right, let's recap on the Lubobs. One tops now. 2 of the 2030. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6. Wow. Only 6 of the base. And clear. Jake from State Farm. Wait, you go there and you go. Or you're different. You go there and you go there. So 4 autos overall. So that gives you an idea, I think, about the eBay break tonight of where we're probably going to be at. So probably pretty good. Color was good. Wish the names were better. Nope, you're down here. Something different. Trout. Three of those. There we go. All right, out of the silver packs, 2 black, a Rosarina for the Rays and Max Scherzer for the Nationals, both out of 199. Major League Material, Fernando Tatis for the Padres, Hoskins for the Phillies, Glaber for the Yankees, and Mike Trout out of 199 for the whatever they are. Yankees. For the game used material, Miguel Cabrera for the Tigers, Sale for the Red Sox, Vogelbach for the Mariners, and out of 199, Conforto for the Mets. We got a Robles significant statistics out of 99 for the Nationals. We'll just throw some of these things out there. 35th, Johnny Bench Gold, 45 out of 50. Out of 99, we had the Detroit Tigers team card, Kopech for the White Sox, and Lorenzo Cain for the Brewers. That's been about normal. MLB Network are starting cover at 11. Okay, good. Let's go with this color. Let's do some sorting. So we actually hit one of everything down to 25, which was kind of nice. So out of 76, we have the Diamondbacks team card. Out of 69, Seager for the Mariners, Hernandez for the Blue Jays, and Cespedes for the Mets. Oops, and Texas Rangers team card. Out of 50, we had the Pirates team card. 3 team cards. Out of 50, we also had Barucki for the Blue Jays, and out of 25, Glenn Sparkman for the Kansas City Royals. SPs, let's go over this. We had no 16, I don't believe. I think these are all 15s. Lou Brock for the Cardinals, Jeff Bagwell for the Astros, Chris Bryant for the Cubs, Rogers for the Rockies. There's our Lou Bob, so that covers that spot easily. Garrett Cole for the Yankees, Frank Robinson for the Reds, Josie Altuve for the Astros, Tom Glavine for the Braves, Elvis Andrus for the Rangers, and there's Tom Seaver. We had one clear, Sheldon Neese, 6 out of 10 for the Oakland A's. 4 autos, Lane Thomas for the Cardinals, Jake from State Farm out of 199 out of the silver packs, and then our third Byron Buxton gold, and our first Mark Grace red out of 25. There you go, guys. There is your case break. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not unhappy. I wouldn't call myself thrilled, but I'm not unhappy with that. All right, going live at the top of the hour will be the listing for the finest case, and then we will break that at the bottom of the next hour. So I will talk to you guys in a little while. See you for the 6 p.m. break, or 6 p.m. listing. And we'll talk to you then.